Jay, sound great, man.
Cool.
You back?
What up, y'all?
Another episode from Views from the Chair podcast. We are back. We are back to the original 3 right now. This is
The boys are back.
crazy. Flock is back in the building. If we had applause, we would give it.
Where's my soundboard?
We haven't done the sound bar yet, so
Where's my
there's
soundboard?
the applause. Enter applause at this moment right here for
Hey.
Flock being back.
It's about to be a hot cast, fellas.
Alarms and all that. But yeah, man, we back, man. What's been going on, Flock, man? Talk to the people.
Took about what we decided about a year off almost this time last year. Raised a 9-month-old, 10-month-old now, and opened my own private practice. It's going well. It's going better than I could have expected.
Enter applause again.
You know, met my New Year's resolution I shared with y'all, working out 4 times a week for a year.
There we go.
Hit that.
Are you ripped?
I'm ripped, you know. Yeah. What about y'all?
Oh man, same old shit. I'm just podding, working, chilling, living the life. Damn.
Houses.
It's been a while. Houses, yeah, all the good shit, man.
I was surprised y'all didn't change the name.
We've been fishing, but maybe one of the listeners can give us something. But yeah, we have not rebranded.
Something like Dill's a fair weather fan.
Dude, look,
I know that's not an Eagles hat. I can't really see what kind of hat that is.
Dude, I don't really like all the awkward
This is actually sick right here.
This is what happens. Okay, this is what happened here. Okay, first
Don't
of all,
make fun of the hat.
Day one fan over here. Eagles in the Super Bowl this weekend. This hat was my stepfather's. Flocka sent me a text last week, and he made fun of it. So I don't really fuck with him like that.
That's true.
But anyway, Jake's coming back. He came back. I had to send a little email to his wife, formal email, requesting that he can come back once a month. He's back. We signed off. Everything's gold and everything's great, dog. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
I did learn my lesson making fun of the hat.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, because I had some shots, but I'm gonna spare him. But
you don't like my leather hat?
No. I'm just wondering, what are we preparing for with the leather hat?
You don't like my leather hat?
What kind of weather do you wear that joint in? But I'm gonna keep the jokes to a minimum. I'm gonna let
like a MAGA hat for Philly.
I thought you
gave us a little story after, behind
you like
the hat.
episode 3, dog. You don't fuck with
That's all I got for you.
Eagles day one fan, man. I've had all this gear for my whole life. And it's good. Like, it's nice, honestly, when you really root for a franchise for so long, and then it just pays off. And the later half
Falcons jersey or what?
So as a kid, I was just rooting for like Randall Cunningham and shit. Donovan McNabb. Reggie Wayne or whatever the fuck that guy.
Oh yeah, get him the fuck out of here.
Kevin Cobb.
What?
Todd Pinkston.
Kevin Curtis. James Thrash, day one guy here, and I'm glad to see we're gonna get another one this year, boys. So it makes me happy.
This is a cat pod. This is actually sick.
Day one Eagles guy, day one Phillies guy. We'll see who wins the NBA championships this year.
Oh man, did you get anything this weekend, man? You get anything?
Yeah, fucking smoke Kyle golfing this weekend. Smoked him. It was
Came in
embarrassing.
hot.
Foot on his fucking neck, honestly. It was a beautiful thing. It was a story of redemption, kind of like my Eagles. It was down 6 strokes.
Kind of like my Eagles is crazy, but go ahead.
Down 6 strokes on the front 9. Pause. Down 6 strokes, front 9, turned it around 1 by 6. That's a 12-stroke turnaround, boys. You can hit that clap machine for me. So foot on his neck. God damn it, fuck. I don't know why I negotiated the return. Why did I had to negotiate your return after 11 months like it was a fucking hostage situation? What are we doing here? This is ridiculous. What else did I do this weekend? There was something else that I did. Now I can't remember.
No say, man.
I cannot recall now.
I don't know. You step out, nothing.
I went to a funeral.
Go.
That's what it was. I went to a funeral. I went to my buddy Benjamin's dad's funeral. So shout out to Benjamin, sweet guy. Jake, have you ever been to a black person's funeral?
Maybe one.
Was it electric?
it was a long time ago. It's probably high school. There was a more of a party afterwards, I would say. Like, I feel like
I'm talking about Dorn, dog.
Huh?
Dorn. Was it electric?
Dorn?
Yeah, John, have you been to like a few funerals with like the religious ones?
Yeah, I have. All of them are religious.
Like, you know when people do the hand shit? That's the first time I saw that one. They do the hand shit.
There's
like,
a bunch of hand signals that go on in black churches.
Praise, you know, he's
catching the Holy Spirit.
At one point,
you've never seen somebody catch the Holy Ghost, is what you saying?
Bro, I've been to a bunch of black funerals, probably 3 ones that were religious, and this one was top tier. Okay, they had like 3 solos. The choir was going. Benjamin came out there. He started spitting and shit. And at one point, the pastor he started talking about how everybody was bad but good, and some people were good and then bad. He's boom, 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 and then this old head bumped shoulders. He looked at me. He said, "That boy can preach, can he?" I said, "Fucking, won't he do it?"
I just want to hear one thing. Did you get any chill bumps during the service?
No, fuck no, dog. You know that shit don't hit me. I mean, you know that shit don't hit me, dog.
This is a true atheist right here, man.
No, I'm not even an atheist, but like I don't.
Oh, you denounce atheism?
I'm spiritual. You know, maybe
I don't. You know, upgraded to spiritual. Bet.
Looks like you're getting converted by those boys you're hooping with.
What does that mean? I don't get it.
Just, I don't know, we were posting on Instagram. You're talking about how you get smoked by like a 38-year-old pastor or something.
Hey, she's trying to flame you out here, Flock. This is fucked up. That's fucked up behavior to bring Flock back on. Then you trying to flame out his joke.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh man.
Never mind. If it's over your head, it's whatever. We'll keep it pushing.
No, but yeah, no, I hoop with some 40-year-olds. I don't think they're religious though, bro. I don't know too many religious people like that. And I think I'm a little too selfish in my own life. You feel me, to like give God all the credit. So maybe that's why I'm not religious. Because even in the funerals, they was like, "Yo, give God the credit because he was an amazing man." I'm like, nah, give bro the credit, dog. Fuck you mean?
I feel that.
Give bro the credit. If my mom finesses a pastor at my funeral and this motherfucker's God gave Dill the love to be a good friend, no, dog, fuck no. Dill gave Dill. Ooh, give me the credit.
That was a little atheist.
Yeah, credit, dog.
I feel that.
You mean? Give me the credit, dog. If motherfucking God didn't give me the love to love people, give my mom the credit, dog. Fuck you mean, dog?
Yeah, I don't know why human beings can't have the credit.
Why you can't have the credit for our work? Well, we do.
Nobody doesn't say humans can't have the credit. I didn't think we was going to start the pod religious, but nobody says humans can't have the credit.
I could be a pastor, though.
I feel like they do. All the time I spent in church, they're like, God deserves the credit. I didn't do anything.
Glory to God. God to glory.
Allah Akbar, number 1.
Hallelujah.
I mean, obviously, you have to do things yourself, but I think there's a grace that you feel from God that he gives you the ability to do things if you feel like he does. Bro, but if not, I'm not here to convince, but yeah.
Bro, all that shit is fine. Okay. Whatever works. I'm just saying at my funeral, don't give God the credit. Give it to me. That's all I want. My credit when I'm dead. And
I don't need the credit at the funeral, but
I just want the flowers when I can't fucking smell them. That's it. That's it.
A little uneasy feeling. Forgive these guys, God, but yeah,
dude,
for allowing us to be here today. Thank you.
Shout out to God for giving us the love to give. Yeah. There could be a God. I don't know, honestly. I've got no idea.
He ain't fucking with you right now.
That's the other shit I say about religion, though. If there is a God and he is what everybody says he is, he doesn't need me to acknowledge his praise. If I'm already living how he wants me to live. If I'm already living selfless, I'm already doing for others, I'm already doing good deeds and shit, he doesn't need me to praise him.
I'm not going to speak for him. I'm allow him, let him be the judge. It's the great Tupac said, only God can judge you. So we're going to leave it at that.
Hey, buddy, if all the shit isn't happening to me, God's been judging them. If we go there, I'll give him some credit.
Hey, man.
I just want to say Benjamin's dad's service was beautiful.
Shout out to Benjamin, man. Prayers to the family.
Where are you going, Flock? I heard you cooking something.
I feel like saying that takes the confidence away from people to believe in themselves, that they have the ability to make the right decisions, to know what to do, to know what to say. It's like it creates a dependence on something else. And then people use that like either to feel inconfident or to as an excuse. Like, oh, I don't really know as myself. I think we all know intrinsically right and wrong, or like what's nice to other people, what's not nice. But I don't think you need something else to tell you.
I think that's part of free will, though. Like, I don't think it's a whole God does X, Y, and Z for me, blah, blah, blah. But it's more so like just appreciating what you feel like God does for you, whether it's being alive, whether it's being healthy, whether it's getting through some shit. And if you feel like that's all you, more power to you. If you feel like it's from God, His grace, whatever you want to call it, more power to that. But yeah, I will not participate in the
It's a change, man.
Satanic thoughts that are being spewed.
Little Uzi Vert.
Yeah, we don't have to go there. I'm not gonna blame God for the good or the bad. Do you guys blame him for the bad though? Like if some bad shit happens, you're like, God damn it.
I mean, that's the whole God gives his toughest battles to his strongest. You know, they got their sayings, man.
Only
And
do
then,
it.
I mean, that's also with having faith. Do you have faith? Do you not have faith? Do you have faith everything gonna turn around? Do you not? I mean, it's a whole thing. Whether you believe it or not. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody, like Jake said, you have your outlook. You obviously are born with the knowledge of right and wrong. You know not to, as Eddie Griffin said, you know not to kill your mom, but at the end of the day, you could if you was just wanted to because you got free will, but innately you know not to do stupid shit.
Preach.
Hey,
you know, I also was wondering too, like outside of the God thing, but still going with the God thing. If churches aren't taxed, right? Do pastors pay income tax?
They do not, but I was never big on the whole church thing. So
damn, so they don't pay income tax?
That's why they got private jets and 15 Lambos.
Dude, the one pastor there, he was looking spiffy. He had like a velvet suit with some shades. It's like that motherfucker's styling, dog.
Yes, I think churches are nonprofits, as they call them.
Yeah.
So yeah, they got all the breaks they get.
And hopefully, if there is a God, I don't go to hell for not acknowledging him.
Hey man, I guess we'll find out at the end.
That would be fucked up. Because what if it was like a personal hell? Like I had a nightmare last night that the doorman was telling everybody that that lived in my building, I don't get no bitches. I think that's my hell.
That is wild.
I think that's my hell.
That is wild.
He did.
You had a good 5-minute conversation with the doorman to have that dream.
It was I know the doorman's my
What
man.
did the doorman see in you that made him make that call so quickly?
I don't know, bro. It was really mad though. Like I was in my dream hot, like dog. Hey, what the
He's
fuck?
just
Like,
been
okay,
seeing
like
what you've been
normal.
buzzing down, allowing in the door, man.
I had an off month and now this. Like
Goodness gracious.
He heard you watching episode 3 of the letter.
Yeah, come on, Sean. Fuck.
It's fucked up, man.
Oh, you're better than that. I cracked myself up, dog. That's a real dream, though. That shit hurt.
You guys want to hear a funny Layla story?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's hear it.
So
Kid corner.
I think we had this conversation one of the last while I was on. Like, when do you stop letting your kids see you naked? Right?
Yeah, we did have that.
So I'll say it's about time because, we're teaching Layla anatomy and using names to her body parts, not like sexual ones, just like the actual ones that they are. So I get out of the shower the other day and we're all kind of in the bedroom. I'm just getting dressed and she points. She goes, "Daddy's vagina?"
Oh,
Jake, what's she? 3 now?
2.
2?
Funny follow-up story to that. I was just talking to my mom the other day and she was talking about the time that I don't remember, but caught my mom and my dad. So I guess I called them and then called them. Obviously they was naked. So she says I get in the bed butt naked at the bottom of the bed. So I'm sleeping at the bottom of the bed with no clothes.
Damn.
And then she says, "Well, John, why don't you got no clothes on?" And she said, "I said, because y'all don't got clothes on." This is just what we do it. So she was like, "Yeah, they had to be more strategic about that whole situation." But that shit.
Dude, John's mom's an avid listener, and she's religious. So I take back everything I said, and I do.
Oh yeah,
I do praise God every morning when I wake up. I thank Him for my breath and whatnot. So Praise Jesus.
Yeah.
She's gonna look at you different.
She already does. I'm gonna get a message tomorrow. It's a bad John for me.
Speaking of pedophiles, I heard a good one the other day. Like the pedophiles
Nobody thought about pedophiles.
The pedophiles who don't molest kids are the real heroes. They should get the key to the city because they got the urge.
Dog. Come on, dog.
And they just resist. Like
Come on, dog.
We should clap it up for them.
That's wild having an urge. That sounds like a recovering drug addict.
Come on, dog.
Goodness gracious. That's wild.
Yo, come on, dog. This was back with. How many months was you sitting on that? How many months was you sitting on that, dog?
I got a few lined up.
Come the fuck on, dog. You guys watch the State of the Union last night?
No,
I did not. I was watching LeBron break records, but tell us what happened, man. You tuned in?
I watched some of it. It wasn't nothing to talk about. I mean, it is what it is, right?
What does that mean?
It was good. I mean, like, Biden talked his shit, but he's not a great public speaker because he's so old. So he mumbles over some of his words. He gets jammed up. It is what it is. Like, Democrats clap for it. Republicans don't. He did one, John, where he talked about, like, some Republicans were going to try and sunset, Social Security. And then, have some fucking class, though, still, you know? Like, I'm not going to do the Republican Democrat shit, though, but, like, don't fucking heckle the president at the State of the Union.
Right.
Have some class. We're not like yelling from the rafters, liar, in the middle of his shit. That's weird. When did we do this? Like, how did we get here? Shit is weird, dog. We got
Obama unlocked all that shit.
We got this barefaced bitch in the motherfucking stands yelling liar in the middle of the fucking State of the Union with a white mink coat on. What the fuck are we doing here?
Who was that? Majority or whatever.
Yeah, you know, the Green Taylor bitch talking about liar. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Are we still counting bitches, or is that like?
I brung it back for you, dog. I haven't said it in months. Brung it back for you. I haven't said it in months.
Like she doesn't mind that term the way she acts.
Oh, fuck that bitch. And then I'm seeing Sarah fuckface Huckabee do her response right afterwards. I'm watching that, and I'm so fucking over politics.
You're a fuckface Huckabee.
Yo, like, because this bitch comes on here and she's, we're not going for wokeness and CRT, and we just make up words and shit. What the fuck is critical race theory? Does anybody know, or do we just hate it?
It's just something they come up with to scare the people.
Something they made up.
Why is this such a hot topic now? Critical race theory.
Who fucking knows, man?
I was bad. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Is this some new shit they're teaching? So I Google it, and it says fucking you can be racist outside of just people, but within systems. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah,
we can.
I mean, they've been talking about CRT for like a good minute now. Like DeSantis just passed that bill about you can't say anything that white people did bad, basically, in schools. Like you can't say, oh, there was white people owned slaves, or else you could get fired. Like just a bunch of rules like that.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's like that, but not to. I think most of it's not to that extent, but it's a lot. Yeah, I mean, pretty much it's that.
That's what they think that people are saying in schools, right? They think that white people are just out here, or the teachers are just like, white people should all go to hell because they're the worst ever. But they're just like educating the history, which does it insinuate that? Maybe, like, but
yeah,
there's like people don't want to feel guilty.
That's a bit of guilt on DeSantis' behalf.
It's pretty. Yeah, I mean, it's white guilt, but like it's pretty much people saying like we shouldn't train our children to feel guilty or have hate towards white people, and it's like shut the fuck up, because we still teach about World War II. It's like it's like I don't really get it. I had to Google it like twice because I'm like, am I misunderstanding this?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I've been getting more and more clients who are kind of on that side, and on the side of like censoring teachers and this whole like I can't say anything deal where it's like, oh, white people are hated, like I don't belong anywhere. And I've asked them, I've been like, and I don't usually use personal anecdotes in session, but sometimes, rarely I do, and this is a situation where I do. I'll just talk about where I've noticed that in my own life is like when I'm online If you're online, you might hear people saying that. But in my personal life, like around people, I never hear anybody of a different race, gender, orientation, whatever, say to me, white people, ... Right? It's like there's a select few online who are pushing this ultra liberal kind of stance. And then the rest of the world is just kind of like regular about shit, like in person.
Yeah, it's very, very. You really not gonna run into that conversation unless it's the topic. I don't know how many. I haven't had too many, I guess, racial debate in person. It's not an everyday thing. I don't even understand where the fear comes from, especially like you said, teaching the history. If that's the history, that's the fucking history. Teach the fucking history. I don't think we should be hiding shit because some people starting to feel guilty about some shit that ancestors or whoever the fuck did in the past. If that's what the country was built on, let it be known.
We've been teaching critical race theory for ever since school started. Like,
yeah, we all learned about slavery. America was built on fucking slave labor. That's not the same as saying let's all hate whitey.
And I don't think that's been said once. As much as we've learned about slaves, you might say, damn, white people did some fucked up shit back in the day. But you're not going outside like, damn, I got to smack a white person after watching this, or I got to smack a white person after learning this in class. Like, damn, that was fucked up. And then you keep your day moving.
God, where's your mind been, bro?
Just no wonder I haven't seen John in months.
I'm just saying that's not the thought. Like you just like, all right,
you just got a smack cocked, ready to go.
They'll just see me last 2 weeks ago.
That's why I quit the pot.
Goodness gracious! But I'm saying if that was the effect of critical race theory teaching, that would be different. It would be different, but it's not. It's not the effect of it. Black people can't get away from white people, really. Can we?
No.
Exactly. No. So we don't even ponder on that idea of like, oh my gosh, like, nah, we can't do shit about it. So
yeah, acknowledging bad shit happened doesn't necessarily mean fucking anti-woke. We're gonna teach all the young children to hate white people and feel bad about who they are, because that was like one of the talking points is we don't want white children to feel like guilty about something they didn't have to do. It's like, dog, it's history.
That's what I'm saying. And the fact that it's been taught for all these years, and now all of a sudden, what's the change?
It's weird. It's
why right now? Like, what is the point of ending it now? I don't get it. But
let's find a hot topic.
I really think it's people like, everybody loves Jordan Peterson, that guy. I think there's just this movement from that side to make sure that they can rally behind their politicians or their businessmen and women that support that for more money. It's really just another brainwashing opportunity to put fear in people. Like one of my buddies, he won head of the school board for Guilford County, and it was him. He's a white dude. He's on the same page we are. And then he was running against a black lady who was very much against CRT. And it was very interesting to hear them talk at like the meetings. Right. And they were it was like, if you would switch their bodies, you would think that they would be in the right place. But given what you looked at from the outside, it was like, wow, this is a complete paradigm shift from what you would expect. And she had like a lot of funding behind her and pushing, getting rid of CRT, making sure parents have more say in the school to what teachers can teach, and teachers not being able to punish or give kids detention and whatnot. And then he was like basically the things that we're saying, and it was like, this is insane. And he had no funding. He had no government backing, and he won. And I was like, well, that's like kind of huge in the South for that guy.
Who did you vote for, Flock?
Him.
So you don't support black women?
Yeah, that's funny because hearing you say that, it's like people will say anything to win. So I'm wondering if like her saying these things is like, do you really feel like this, or are you saying this to get on?
Is it a bit?
Are you saying this because X, Y, and Z funded you? Like, what is going on? Like, I think the more that politics go on, and it's kind of showing, the organic shit is kind of starting to win, whether it's right or wrong. But when shit is played out and you just doing shit for like the lady screaming at Biden the other day. I seen that clip. So like that type of shit, it's like, all right, like we may have thought you were serious 4 months ago, but now it's like this shit is a gimmick. And you're doing this because you know you about to get however many likes on Twitter. This person that's also on the same page as you is gonna get behind you. It's just a bunch of weird shit going on.
I mean, she won her re-election though, so like
That's
that
what I'm saying.
that bit does work for people.
That's what I'm saying. It does work, but to me, I think it's gonna die off just the same way a Trump is dying off.
He's gonna win again.
I don't know. I don't know
if he's gonna win, but yeah, I think.
I feel like I don't know who. I don't even know who's running on that side. I don't know who's running. Period. We'll see, man.
I mean, if Trump runs again, he pretty much everything that could have happened for him to have momentum to come back.
As far as what?
Like his talking points are going to be easy. He's going to come in and say the Russia-Ukraine shit should have never happened. We give way too much funding to that. Then he's going to come in and say the cost of living increase has went up 31%. The economy was better when he had it. So and so, like he's got his talking points are set. If you just do surface level politics.
I mean, we'll see what happens, man. I'm not looking forward to it though.
I'm not looking for a 77 versus 75-year-old race again.
No.
I don't think people will vote for Biden. I think a lot of people are upset with him, and I don't know if it's completely justified.
I don't think it's justified. I don't know if Trump has the same support amongst his party that he had last go around either.
Go to Florida.
I mean, if Florida went and had their choice of Trump and DeSantis, I think they go DeSantis.
They might. Did you see that picture that came out of DeSantis yesterday?
No, what was it?
Trump retweeted, somebody posted a picture of DeSantis when he was a teacher with a bunch, and he's over 21, and he was drinking with a bunch of high school girls at his house and had his like arms around him, and they were insinuating that he was on some pedophile stuff.
Oh shit. Here it come. Here come the internal beef.
If he didn't act on it, he's a hero, right?
Fought the urge.
Give that man the key to the city. He already got
it. Oh man, that's good. Where else you guys want to go?
What you got?
Keep rattling off.
Yeah.
White Man Can't Jump reboot. The trailer came out with Jack Harlow and Sean from Power. Are we pumped up about it? Did you guys see it?
I was underwhelmed by the trailer. Hopefully it'll be better. I've heard good things about the actors that are in it. Like I heard Vince Staples was in it. I heard Andrew Schultz was in it.
Oh,
so
cool.
Maybe they'll make it a little cooler. But the trailer to me looked a little whack. As far as the regular story, apparently now Jack's addicted to drugs or some shit.
Yeah.
In this one, and it's like,
Jack
all right. I feel like the last one was just a classic. I don't think classics need to be remade. That's my take on it. White Man Can't Jump is a fucking classic. Wesley Snipes, Owen Wilson, and what's my baby name, man? I'm blanking on that name.
Go ahead and be racist again and say Wesley Snipes and who?
Owen Wilson.
Who is it? Who is it? Who's Owen Wilson? Them motherfuckers look alike.
That's not
just because they both have bad noses.
They don't even look.
Yeah, that nose, man.
Just because the nose. Wow, the nose.
Woody Harrelson, dog.
Oh, Woody Harrelson.
Like a 20-year age difference.
Come on, bro. These motherfuckers look alike, bro. Stop. They look alike.
Man,
well, anyway, Woody Harrelson.
That's the nose. Dude, that's crazy.
I mean, I don't give a fuck.
Y'all can take how you want. Got that smack ready, dog.
Hey, man, that's reparations. They don't want to give them to us, so I'll give it to us in confusing white people, like white people to black people. But yeah, I mean, I'm not feeling it. I thought it was gonna be cool, but I didn't even like the trailer. I'm like, this looks a little corny.
I feel like it's because those actors aren't like icons. You know, the people that were actors in the original movie, they had a reputation. Jack Harlow.
Well, if you think about it, we didn't know them when we seen White Man.
I don't know how big Wesley Snipes was at that point.
Yeah, we just seen the movie as kids. We just like, oh, this is a cool movie.
But I feel like White Man Can't Jump got more love as time went on. I don't know if it was like the best movie ever right when we saw it.
And I think Woody Harrelson was like a sitcom Cheers actor at that point. I don't know if they were huge yet.
I don't know. I mean, just the fact that Rosie Perez was in it, I was sold. So, I mean, that was the first nipple I've ever seen and do the right thing. So when I seen her in there, I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool to me.
Another shot
I
for
was
a nip.
straight.
That was the first nipple.
First nipple with Rosie Perez.
What'd you do?
Spike Lee I was too young to know what anything else was to act on my feelings, but Spike Lee put the ice on her nipple, and I was just like, wow, this is crazy.
Spike Lee put the ice on it? I've never seen him do the right thing.
Okay, that's racist, but yeah.
Holy shit.
Odd
change.
We on
But no, I don't know how y'all feel about the remakes though, man.
We'll
I think it's whack when it's a classic.
Oh, we'll pause for a second. Jake, first nipple, where?
First nipple. I think it was in person. It was a live action.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I think it was live action.
You dirty dog.
You dirty. I think the first time I saw my first nipple was the same time somebody touched my dick for the first time, which was
oh my god,
which was crazy.
Do I want to ask the age on this or?
Well, I guess that's actually a lie now that I think about it, because the first one was a little too young, but that's a different story.
I don't. Yeah. All right. Titanic for me, dog. Titanic for me, dog. Titanic for me. Titanic for me, dog. It was the Titanic for me. Jesus Christ. No more, Jake.
Do y'all remember the time period before somebody touched your dick for the first time?
I don't remember the first time somebody touched my dick now.
Really? That early?
I have no idea. Like, what are we talking about? Like a handful, or like a grind?
Just any contact, any general contact.
Nah, I just can't recall.
I don't remember mine.
Yeah.
Really?
I remember the first time I was aware of a vagina, but I definitely can't picture the. Yeah, I don't remember the first touch.
Yeah, I remember my first live action badge, but I don't remember the first touch.
I remember thinking like, damn, if anybody treats my shit like I'm treating my shit right now, it's gonna be over. Because as a kid, am I wrong? You kind of abused that shit.
Yeah.
If you had a little guy around all the time and you just beat him on the back till he spit up.
Yeah, come on.
And it feels so good when he spits up.
Dog. This isn't why we brung you back.
We fucking with the classics, man. Are y'all fucking with the remake? That's the question. Are y'all fucking with the remake?
This isn't why we brung you back. John, I'm complete opposite of you. I keep seeing this take of like, yo, don't touch the classics, blah, blah. Like, number one, it's a Hulu original. Number two, like, who gives a fuck? Like, remake them shits 3 times. Like, if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it.
That's like remaking Get Rich or Die Trying.
You just went to the movies to see House Party with fucking the kid from The Chi.
It wasn't a remake, though. It was House Party like the next House Party. It wasn't like House Party 1.
It's not the same story. The White Man Can't Jump, a whole new story.
So name it something else.
House Party named it the same thing.
Yeah, because it was in the House Party, whatever you want to call it, trilogy, whatever you want to call it. But it's like
maybe
at least call it White Man Can't Jump 2 or some shit.
Maybe White Man Can't Jump.
I never mind a remake.
There we go.
Maybe we were racist a little bit, and we're gonna make a more progressive movie.
I saw a lot of people saying that Guess Who or You People was a remake of Guess Who. And everyone
I seen that too. It didn't give me Guess Who vibes though.
It's same, and everyone was kind of going, "Oh, Guess Who was better," and I love Guess Who. No, it wasn't.
Wait, who did? You guys didn't like Guess Who? I mean, you people.
I did. It had Bernie Mac in it.
Yeah, I like both of them. Guess Who was fire. I used to love Ashton Kutcher, dog. All the movies he was in. He gave a good rom-com back in the day.
John, did you like You People?
Yeah.
Did one of you guys not like it? I saw you guys talk about it.
We all liked it.
No, we both fucked with it.
I like Butterfly Effect too. It's a good movie. Yeah, so I'm in on the remake. I'm excited to see how it goes.
I'm gonna definitely watch it, but I'm not like, I'm glad they did this. We needed this.
Thinking out loud,
something on Hulu because I pay for Hulu. I'm gonna be like, okay, well, they put it out Let's see what Jack's doing in this shit.
Thinking out loud, like maybe they should have cast Little Dicky instead of Jack Harlow.
He's more talented,
and he can hoop.
We'll see what Jack got, man. You fucking with the remake, Jake?
Based off of what you guys said, it's a Hulu original, so I probably won't watch it.
Need that login?
No, I mean I got Hulu.
Okay, it's done.
I got it like that, you know.
Yeah, that new business going crazy. Them racist clients.
He's trying to out you already, man. This is fucked up.
He said it earlier, dog.
35 minutes in, he's trying to push you out there, man.
He said it earlier.
This is fucked up, man.
That is weird though. Like if you're a therapist, right? And like your clients are scumbags, do you not treat them or you just keep treating them?
I see it differently. So usually that's attached to like some other shame. You know, when people are talked to that way, when people are called a bigot or a racist or a homophobe, they just feel bad about themselves. And so usually they're kind of playing into that themselves by, I've got this other shame. This is the new thing I'm going to focus on, right? I'm angry about this way that I'm treated instead of really being focused on the other way that I was treated. That was more serious, right? We usually focus on less serious things to avoid the more serious things. It's never really about that. Usually you dig into it for 5-10 minutes and okay, here's the real issue.
Can you take personal feeling out of it? Like, have you ever had a client who's like, I just really don't like them. I think you should treat somebody else.
Have I ever had somebody like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have like these consultation groups where you're supposed to try to identify any clients that you're having what they call countertransference with. And so if you're having countertransference, that's usually a good sign you need to refer them. And I've done that a few times.
I feel like if I was in that situation, I would be intrigued.
I usually am. Yeah.
I would think it would make you want to be like, all right, well, let's figure out why this motherfucker thinks like this.
Honestly, that's the same way I feel.
Okay. Because I even when people are racist or have like racist tendencies, I always just be like, damn, what make this motherfucker think like this or act like this or feel like that? That shit make me want to talk to him, even though I'm probably like the last person they ever want to talk to in life.
Have you ever had a client you just thought like, wow, this guy's perfect?
No.
No.
Neither did your therapist, though.
Yeah, she did. Yes, the fuck she did, dog. Yes, she did.
She was building rapport, man.
She wasn't, dog. She's not a stripper. She's a therapist, dog.
Rapport? I don't know if strippers build rapport.
Yeah,
I guess they
give you that false confidence. You know, build a little dialogue, make you feel welcomed.
There is this joke that we had. It's called the slap pat, or no, the pat slap, where you like give somebody a couple of ups and then you like challenge them, and then up challenge them, and it's like this nice rhythm where you make them help them feel safe and comfortable, and then you challenge, and then it's safe, comfortable, challenge.
I never got challenged.
Well, and might not have been a good therapist.
Pat.
Yes, she did. She challenged you. You told me she did.
No, she didn't. Did she?
I'm not getting baited into this.
No, she didn't, dog.
I remember this.
No, she didn't. Forget before I wanted to go into something else.
John Morant,
yeah. I am really just interested about like clientele list and like not being able to be like, yeah, fuck off. But
yeah, go ahead.
No, I guess like it does make sense though. If somebody's like a fucking bigot, you're like kind of like, I wonder what makes you like this, and then half the time they got like molested or some shit, and then you're like, oh. You ever have somebody break? No, I guess you can't talk about that kind of shit.
You can ask.
No, I was gonna wonder if you ever had anybody like break down like a full freak out.
Break down a full freak out?
Yeah, like you're talking to them and you hit that wall and they just like fucking just start crying and shit. It's like, oh shit, oh that's nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty much every hour of my life for 8 hours.
Wow. That's crazy. John, could you imagine you just talking to a stranger and like fucking in tears?
Nah, I think I may have had one conversation with somebody that actually just broke down that I didn't know, and it was pretty awkward.
To me, honestly, and this, I guess I might be a little fucked up with that, but that shit invigorates me.
You're like,
What?
fuck yeah, I'm doing my job.
I'm fucking going
Yeah,
in.
I'm going crazy. I'm going for 40 today.
Yeah.
No, I like to make people cry too.
I don't know if that's how I frame it, but I don't like making people cry.
No, like on a help scale. Like anyway.
Wait, so tell me, we haven't talked in person since your therapy. Tell me about your therapy
Talk on the
experience.
phone all the time, man. My therapy experience was beautiful. I wish he would have pressured me to go years ago.
Might have.
I don't think you did, man. It was wonderful. Yeah, it was great, man. I don't really know where to go. Like it's like I did it. I felt like I should have did it a while ago. I don't know why I waited so long. I guess like you have these things of like, yo, it's probably going to cost a lot of money. It doesn't. My shit was free. And the shit I used through my insurance, I've had at my last 2 jobs. So I could have did it 5-6 years ago for free. No money out of pocket. I didn't feel that bad. So no, you don't have to be super fucked up to do it. Wasn't awkward to talk to a stranger. But I talk to people easily. So like, I don't know if that's just me, but I feel like talking to somebody you don't know is probably easier than talking to somebody with the like idea they're going to judge you on it. And like the idea of like, if they tell like I'm going to sue them, you're not actually going to sue them, but like, it's like, and I think it's nice to get like kind of like through those obstacles and like me being a know-it-all to figure out like, I guess to have somebody say like, yo, look at it from this angle. Like, yeah, you're right. But like, also you could be right on this too. Or this could be a John. Like there's what's that weird saying about like skinning a cat or something? Like there's multiple ways to do it. Like sometimes there's multiple reasons to an issue. So I think it's interesting, man. I'm a big firm advocate of telling everybody they should give it a go, give it a try. And like from the majority of people I say that to, they're like, oh, I don't really have any issues. Like, yeah, like I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you think there's nothing wrong or nothing you can improve on, then don't go. Don't go. If there's nothing you can self-improve on, then don't. But like, I don't know very many people that outside of John that are 100% content with life.
I mean, but the crazy part is I've done it, so I don't fit in that category.
I was the 100% content, or like,
nah, the therapy, I've done it. I've done my session. I thought it was dope. As somebody that doesn't like to talk too much, I felt like I was in there to talk, so that's what I did. I'm definitely not the person that's just about to spill my feelings to people, but if I'm here for a reason, here you go. what you got for me? Let's get it out and let me hear what you got to say. So nice. I thought I had a good experience. I feel like I said that a couple times, but
when did you try it? When did you try it?
High school.
Oh, nice.
It was random. It just I was in I got a physical for basketball, and then the dude just stepped out. Didn't even know we had a therapist at the school. He just stepped out. Hey, you wanna come in? I got an office. I'm a therapist. Blah blah. Like shit, I'll be out of class for an hour. Bet. Walked in there, talked to him, told him some shit that I've never talked to anybody about, and we had a good conversation. He was like, "Oh, you should come back." I'm like, "All right, I will." Just never got back around to the shit, but I thought it was cool. Like, yeah, I felt a relief. Like, all right, talk to this dude. The shit was cool to me.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd say my biggest issue with therapy was the first 2 sessions I was doing my sales shit because it's really hard to turn off the sales shit. I've been doing it so long. Like even when I'm with my friends or like dates or whatnot, like a lot of times I'm selling, even though I'm like, you can't tell I'm selling.
Damn.
I had this idea in my head, like what she wanted to hear. So I'm giving it to her like, boom, boom, boom. I'm hitting her checklist. Yeah, I know this is fucked up. This is why. Boom. This is fucked up. This is why. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just going crazy for the first 2 Johns, and she's just giving the pats. And then like by the 3rd John, she hit me with like some kind of finesse of like, all right, so like it was like some very open-ended John. And if I don't have structure on something, like if I can't structure something, it's hard for me to like in my mind like itemize where I'm going to go with it.
I've noticed.
So like if it's very open-ended, like all right, so what's on your mind? And then boom, all right, tell hot topic, blah blah. Why'd you feel like that was necessary to talk about? boom, 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 boom. And I like the long sell of like therapy. It's like you talk about one thing on session 2, and then it comes back to you at session 5, because you guys take so much notes. It's so much notes. Boom, 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 boom.
She took notes while you're talking?
Yeah, hella notes.
Hmm.
Hella notes. So many fucking notes. And then she give me like a little recap afterwards. I don't give a fuck, but I'm in sales also, so I take the notes. But yeah, it's an interesting process. It's an interesting process.
Nice. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to try it. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm a new man, Jake. Well-rounded, well-versed. Went from like a 9 to a 10. It's a good year for me. I self-improved. My Eagles are in the Super Bowl.
You're welcome.
Everything's good. Thanks, man. I couldn't have done it without you. I was so motivated to get you back. I said, I bet you if I go to therapy for the second half of the year, Flocka will come back just to talk about it.
I think I said if you go to therapy, I'll come back.
Yeah. You baited me into it. The only down part was I went to therapy. I started talking about it on here, and then my mom was listening. And she comes back to me with a list of anxiety medications that she got referrals from her friends.
Oh,
I'm like, hey, this will be this, that. I'm like, that's not what the fuck. It's not
Damn.
it. That's not it, gang. I don't need to know what Scott thinks about Zoloft. I'm straight. Thank you. Yeah. Good takeaways, though, man.
Been a while since we talked on some therapy.
I love therapy. It's good takeaways. Good takeaways. You don't really have as much control and power as you think, dog. And if you're a little fucking try to help everybody shit, you can't. You can't really help people that much. Like you can, like money-wise, like presents, but like you can't force feed a motherfucker to do your idea of what life is or what a good life for them is. It's impossible.
And I don't think you should.
No, you shouldn't.
Because they won't want to do it themselves.
And what are you getting out of that anyway? You can't take everybody's fucking problems on. Everybody's grief's not your grief. Everybody's responsibility is not your responsibility. You don't have to share sorrow with motherfuckers. You don't always have to be present. Everything's fine. And it's okay to be the fuck selfish sometimes.
Very much so.
Yeah, motherfucking kept running around helping everybody out all the time. Fuck that shit. The fuck?
Can't do it.
Fuck these motherfuckers, dog.
Fucking crazy. Do it, man. You'll burn yourself out.
Yeah, burn yourself out, dog. Burn yourself out. Just be alone with your thoughts, dog. Relax. You got savior complex and shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck. Can't say these motherfuckers, dog. Let them die.
Let them die. I like it.
Oh man.
Yeah, but yeah, therapy's nice.
Yeah, somehow we got there from John Morant.
Yeah, I really wanted to go into before we go into the John Morant. John, I'm assuming you watched $1 Million Worth of Game with the Prince family interview.
I listened to probably about the first 30 minutes. I got home and then started doing other shit, so I didn't finish it.
Jake, are you familiar at all?
I just know I don't like Jay Prince, but that's about it.
Okay, so fair enough. But you know about the takeoff situation, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what $1 Million Worth of Game is with Gillian Wallow?
Mm-hmm.
So Gillian Wallow got Jay Prince, Mike Prince, who Jay Prince's cousin, brother, one of the two, and Jay Prince Jr. on there. And they started an interview right off the bat saying, we're a little uncomfortable doing this, or we were a little hesitant to do this, but we reached out to Q, who was the record label for Migos, and they said everything's fine, blah, blah, we're going to have you on. And then they proceeded to have a fucking hour-long interview specifically about Takeoff's murder and who was responsible. And being in Philly and knowing who Gilly is for as long as we do and being avid listeners and followers of them, it was the most sucker shit I ever saw those two guys do. It's the most disappointing thing I've ever seen. And I saw no purpose for it. No fucking purpose for it.
I mean, I disagree.
Let's hear it.
I disagree. I don't, as far as the most sucker shit and it was pointless. I feel like people did want to hear their side. I feel like people did want to know how they felt about the situation. I thought it was respectable that they did wait until I guess they heard that he spoke to the other side. Tasteless. I mean, yes.
Tasteless and sucker shit is the same thing, dog. You
know, I wouldn't call it sucker shit though. I feel like sucker shit would be they intentionally murder him, and then I'm gonna go get this interview. Like if somebody was to interview the Nipsey murderer, it's like, all right, bro, why are we doing this? I mean, it's the same shit that all the documentaries do on YouTube. I am a murderer. Why are we watching this? But as far as somebody trying to clear their name and whatever, I feel like in their case, they are, as much as somebody may or may not like them, it is somebody you want to hear from and be. I mean, me and you tuned in. I mean, it was something we wanted to hear at a certain time. So I don't think it was like sucker shit. It was, I'll say tasteless. I won't call it sucker shit though.
Just because we wanted to hear it doesn't mean it was a cool thing to do.
I didn't say it was cool to do.
I mean, it's like it's just coming from Gilly and Waller, who were like critiquing that people doing 6ix9ine interviews. Like people wanted to hear 6ix9ine when he got out of jail.
Especially Dill.
No, I don't think anybody did want to hear from him.
All his first couple interviews did millions and millions, so obviously they did. I bet you his first couple interviews did more views than the Jay Prince did.
Maybe. I mean, I didn't care to hear what he had to say. I mean, I'm pretty sure because he did millions and millions of streams that those people that was listening to him wanted to hear from him. But I feel like a lot of people did love Takeoff and wanted to, what the fuck he about to say? And then I didn't listen until I seen the Offset response because I wasn't really caring. And I'm like, all right, well, what the fuck did he say? And then I went and got to the point of what he said about Offset, and I'm just like, all right.
I thought the Takeoff shit kind of reinforced, or the Offset shit kind of reinforced it. Like, dog, me and Quavo aren't doing interviews about this shit. His mom's not doing interviews about his shit. The sister's not doing interviews about this shit. Why the fuck have you guys done 3 interviews about it? Stop talking about it.
I don't know. I mean, even
prove your point. Go to court.
You even got a sense of Gilly and Wallow, like, this ain't the best. Like, I hear what you're saying, but he's still going in. It's at the hands of somebody from your side. So as much as they was trying to put the blame on the guy from the Migos part, whatever the fuck they were saying, it's still like, but it happened. So we can't, like, we're not about to say, oh, well, if so-and-so didn't do this, this wouldn't have happened. We can't play the what if happened game in a murder.
The dude they're trying to blame is Quavo's cousin or brother, a blood relative, and it's like, don't nobody want to hear that shit, regardless. Like, I'm not saying Quavo's going to agree. Like, nobody's going to want to hear that shit. If I punch somebody and you get hit by the bullet intended for me, like, motherfuckers aren't going to go to AJ and, like, the person that killed you and say, oh, it's actually Dill's fault. Blame him. Blame him. Listen to this interview. Blame him. Like, that's not how it works.
And that's the tasteless part of it. It's like, all right, y'all letting them skate on this part, but this dude committed this action and he's from your side. So it's like, yeah, this is a fucked up situation. It's just a fucked up situation. And I mean, it seemed like it happened to the coolest low-key guy. It's just like, how? Why? And it's just a bunch of confusion in that situation.
It doesn't matter if the bullet wasn't meant for him or not. It hit him, and your man shot him. Your affiliate shot him when he was drunk with the bottle still in the hand. Tell your man's to work on his fucking aim. That's still his fault. Yeah, my man shouldn't have popped off and did it. 100%. Yeah, protect yourself. You hit the wrong person. You guys are at fault. Stop fucking talking about my cousin. And then to speak on and say, yo, you weren't even rocking with him when he was alive. You guys were beefing. That shit is weird, dog. That shit is weird.
That was the whack part because I was past trying to clear my name. That's like, why are we speaking on? I'm not even in this situation. Why are we speaking on me?
Shit is weird.
That was the weird part to me. Like, speak about that situation and leave it there. And it was also weird that he wasn't there. So it's like, why are you speaking on it when you wasn't there? You just, so basically all this shit you hearing, this is all hearsay from you. We want to hear from them two that was actually there. But I mean, it's a fucked up situation overall. But
Jake, you got something to add to this?
I don't really know as much about it, y'all, to be honest.
Yeah.
That last part you're talking about Jay Prince, right? Because that's what I had heard online was just
yeah. See, I am intrigued, John, so I'll give you that because I watched the police statement shit that they left with Gilly. I watched the whole breakdown on academic shit today while I was working. And the breakdown of the police report's not exactly what they were saying as well. So, like, that's the shit I don't like when people use documents to paint a narrative, but they don't say the whole thing. Like, Mike Prince is on there crying, saying, yo, it's not a dice game. Wasn't this. And the police report literally says, yo, it was over a dice game. Mad witnesses said he owed a sum. This happened, boom. Migo Bands punched him in the face because fucking the other two guys were saw with guns. So-and-so exchange happened. Boom, boom, boom. Like, yo, like, the police report didn't paint it out to be black and white situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a fucked up situation because, I mean, nobody from the Migos side wants to hear them say anything. Just like nobody's family would want to hear from the murderer side. Like, I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck what you say started it. Somebody died. Somebody that didn't have nothing to do with the situation died. It ain't like I could see it's fucked up as it sounds. If it was Quavo that got hit, it's like, all right, well, he was talking and they got into a scuffle, whatever happened. But it's just like this was a bystander in the situation, and he just, that was just fucked up, man.
And the whole I just don't like it. I don't like the whole shit. Is like if Quavo and them aren't talking about it, why do we need to hear their side? Like, what is your basis of doing the interview? Of court of public opinion? You're Jay Prince. You've been established in the industry for 30, 40 years. Like, this isn't fucking like, you could let this one ride out in court. Let it ride out.
I think that was my initial thought. Like, he don't have to speak on this.
You don't?
He's at the level of like, you Rap a Lot record CEO, you mob ties, whatever. Why are you speaking on it? I doubt Jay-Z would have came out and been like, oh, this is my side of the situation. I doubt 50 would have came out and been like, this is my side. I ain't talking about that. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I'm definitely not reaching out to you to do an interview about it either.
And Jay Prince did another response to Offset today, and it was a little more direct and whatnot, but I didn't even like that. It's like, bro, just fucking chill for a little bit.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but because I don't know as much as y'all about this, he feels like a Dame Dash in the sense that he always has to let people know that he knows the best.
I think it's him trying to, because we don't know Jay Prince. We didn't grow up with Jay Prince. We don't. He's just a guy where in rap, as far as rap go, you told to respect this guy. Apparently street too, but I don't know nothing about that. But apparently he's somebody we're supposed to respect. So respect to Jay Prince. But at the same time, it's like it gets old when you constantly like, I am Jay Prince. I'm about this, this, and this. All right, cool. But this still happened, bro. This still happened. So it's
spare me the bullshit of people like doing this fucking like having these regular ass names and then like making it into an acronym that means something like way more meaningful. Like, don't tell me mob ties means movement of bosses intellectually together, empowering each other. It means mob ties, dog. We know what the fuck mob ties means, dog.
Right.
Like, that's what you thought when you started your record label 30 years. Come on, dog.
Right.
We know what the fuck it means. Yeah, that shit was tasteless to say the least.
Fucked up situation, man.
And then I guess Offset and what's his name had a little debacle at the Grammys.
Yeah, what was that?
Nobody knows.
Yeah,
reported Cardi.
Yeah, thanks to Cardi. Love Cardi, dog.
Yeah, we just heard Cardi said both of them wrong. That was the most we got out of that.
Yep.
Didn't one of them say, "Oh, you can't speak" or something like that, or you can't?
The reports were that Quavo did his tribute and that he didn't want Offset to be on stage with him. Because nobody knows what their beef is about. And that's what Jay Prince did his little video today and was like, dog, we know what the fuck the beef was about. You're a snake, so-and-so, so-and-so. And I'm like, no, it's just that's another thing, bro. Like if me and you have a beef and we're going all out about it and we're keeping it between me and you and nobody in the public knows, I don't need one of your friends coming on the internet saying, I really know the beef, you're a snake, blah, blah. Obviously, if me and you aren't saying it publicly, we don't want it fucking public. Like, like step that one out, buddy. Sit that one out. It's not for you to speak on. Yeah, I don't get that shit, man.
Anyway.
Ja Morant.
Ja Morant, man. How are we feeling about Ja Morant these days?
Do y'all follow Cuss the Legend on Twitter?
I did at a point.
He posted something that said they'll post pictures in the trenches pointing Glock 30s with 30-round magazines, but are scared to go to the dentist.
That's funny.
And I feel like feels accurate for this situation.
Ja Morant got fucked up teeth or something?
I just think he means like you won't do regular shit, or you're from the suburbs and you got to act super tough.
See, I didn't like this whole narrative about like Ja Morant being too tough and so-and-so. But this last report I've read, I'm like, what are you doing, buddy? Yeah. What are you doing? And I guess the last exchange was he had, I forget what team he was playing, but the opposite team, he had some words with the staff on the opposite team. And then his buddies pulled up in the SUV slowly and laser pointed at them.
Yeah.
Grow the fuck up, dog. Just got a max deal. Grow up.
Which is wild. What are we doing?
What are
it's
we
cool
doing?
to come from a good home. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
It's cool to be successful, dog. You making $30 million a year, you don't have to prove to anybody how tough you are, let alone the Pacer staff. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like it's fine.
And nobody in the NBA actually fucking cares. None of the fans care either. If you hood, like we don't give a fuck.
And that's the other thing, bro. Like if you're that established and you're like hood jeans and you want to be that tough, fuck the lasers. Steal on them on the court because you don't care. Punch on them on the court since you don't care, dog. Like what are we doing here? You gonna kill somebody on the fucking coach's staff?
Yeah, that's so weird. That shit was so weird.
Patrick Ewing is crazy.
It's just, yeah, it's nuts, dog. Yeah, like the fuck is going on? Yeah, I didn't like that shit. I thought that shit's mad immature. He's got some growing up to do.
Are we just old heads?
I guess, man, but that
I don't think so. I don't think because we wasn't looking at AI as tough. We like AI cool. Like we wasn't looking at Kobe tough, Shaq tough. We like, nah, these motherfuckers is cool to us. Like they do cool shit, they wear cool shit, they got a cool style. T-Mac I wasn't looking at whether they are or not. They may be the toughest guys ever, but I'm not looking at Tracy McGrady like, oh, he tough. I'm not looking at Mike Vick like, oh, he tough. Nah, this motherfucker just nice, and I like how he play.
You know, that's a good point too, because he was born in the right generation. Because if AI laser pointed at somebody, he would have got a lifetime ban.
Oh my god,
Lifetime ban.
Done. I mean, we watched the Pistons documentary with Ron Artest. You see what happened to them?
Yeah. AI couldn't even put out his rap album because he was dropping some words in there.
He couldn't even wear a sleeve. Remember, they didn't want to wear a sleeve.
What are we talking about here? Pointing lasers at somebody, insinuating that you're going to shoot them because you have words with them on the court. It's just fucking ridiculous.
Michael Jordan couldn't wear shoes. He couldn't wear the high top one.
Yeah, that shit is just stupid. I was not a fan of that at all.
Yeah, I don't know if I've liked any athlete because of the fact they were quote unquote tough or hood. It's like, I just like this player because he's good at the sport. It's weird, but especially when you just got your Nike signature sneaker, like, bro, go flourish, dog. You a fucking cannon, flourish.
I just don't. Maybe Jake's got a point here. Like maybe we're out of touch with that. I just don't know if kids think that shit's cool.
What?
Like, are the younger fans like, oh fuck yeah, John Morant's gonna shoot him?
I think certain kids do.
I feel like that's a part of. I mean, because even back then, how hip hop culture was thriving, it wasn't. I don't think murder rap was a thing like we talked maybe like a month ago. Like murder rap wasn't it. It was you flashy, you fly, you got the jewels on, you lit. And now it's murder rap. So this motherfucker bringing that shit to the court and it's just like, all right. And then I seen a video of the Shannon altercation and they showed the three dudes rolling up on Shannon. It was like, look in the bottom corner, these three guys making their way to Shannon. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even see that in the initial video. And they right there.
Do you guys like Shannon Sharp?
I fuck with Shannon Sharp.
He's cool enough.
Yeah, I don't got no problem with Shannon Sharp.
I do remember being naive enough to think that like me and my three friends could fucking destroy any other three groups. But
that's fair though. That's being young. That's fair.
But like the realization is like, yeah, there's plenty of people just as tough, if not tougher than you.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's the toughest in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And if they are, they die young.
Mm-hmm.
So like, have at it. I got one more, and then we can go to random thoughts. John, you got something you want to go on?
We touched the Ja. We touched. Did we touch Bron breaking the record?
That was my one more.
There we go.
LeBron's the new all-time scorer.
All-time.
Sounds like D'Angelo Russell's coming back to the Lakers. Do we forgive him for being a snitch?
Man, I wasn't feeling that. I seen that. I was kind of disappointed. I was like,
I've always been a fan of D'Angelo Russell's game, so I'd be happy if he plays. And the shit he did was soccer shit. But
if LeBron tried to break the record on me, I'd have a flagrant foul.
That's what I feel like older generation would say too. Is like he not breaking that shit against us, and for him to do that shit in 3 quarters at 38, like
yeah,
that's kind of wild.
LeBron's the best player ever.
Yeah,
it is what it is. He is.
You're there now.
It's not even an argument anymore, John.
Wow.
Not even
all these years.
He's the best player ever. I mean, what can you argue? We got blessed with like sports in our generation. It's like Brady won 7 Super Bowls. That'll never be broken. Brown's scoring record won't ever be broken. Here's the thing about Brown's scoring record is like that'll never be broken. He's also going to be top 5 in assists. He's going to be top 20 in rebounds. This is small forward.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? All time. All time. Steals. He'll be top like 50 in steals.
Yeah. I've been trying to convince people of this since like 2009, but it's been going to deaf ears. But
he's 38, averaging 30 on like fucking 48% shooting. Like there's no argument here. The motherfucker's nice. And then I keep seeing the JJ Redick John come by because everyone's like, oh, well, he's not an all-time scorer. Like, yeah, he's the leader. He's not an all-time scorer. He's an elite scorer. He always has been. He's an elite scorer.
Has to be.
Like, if your one flaw is that you can't shoot and you're like a career 35% from the three, that's not a flaw, dog. That's an average. You're average at shooting threes. You're dominant in the post. You're dominant at getting to the rim. You're dominant with athleticism. You're a dominant playmaker. You're a dominant defender, rebounder, creator. What are we talking about? The dude's all time.
I don't get it, man. You're talking to a guy that collects LeBron memorabilia. So, I can't. I still am like Jordan. He right there. Like, he did get to the finals, never lost after that. But when you talk about records and career and statistics, it's like Bron is at the top of these lists. And what can you really say? That he didn't win 6? Okay, it's hard as shit to win. And he came in look at the teams he played. Should have beat one, maybe the Mavericks, but other than that, he wasn't playing no slouches.
Buddy, I'm watching the Bill Russell documentary this morning. I'm watching all the game tape and shit. These guys were fucking trash, dog.
Yeah.
These guys were trash. Every single one of us would have got 20 a game. Yeah. Every single one of us, dog. Yeah. And it wouldn't have been a hard 20. No. It wouldn't have been. It would have been an easy 20, dog. Like, if these guys were fucking trash.
The Jerry West video of him dribbling with his arm behind his back. Like,
come on, bro. These motherfuckers was doing no looks. They weren't even real no looks, dog. They're passes and then look aways. I was doing that shit in intramurals, dog. Like, what are we talking? This shit is trash. They were ass. LeBron played against the most elite fucking generation of NBA players. He still is. He still is. I mean, this guy cycled from T-Mac to Giannis.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? It's
Jack and Kobe to Giannis, to the fucking Warriors, to like it's insane what the league has become, how they try to downplay him, but at the end of the day, like you said, like just watch. He's
the greatest athlete ever. He's the greatest athlete ever, and then on top of him being the greatest athlete ever, the biggest scandal of his career is that he lies about reading books. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's
like how they do Obama, though. Like, they want to get mad at him. He had no scandals.
Yeah. Make it Republican.
That's funny.
Bring in the politics, Jake.
I'm just saying. There's a little trend.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh. Fair enough. But like, no gambling scandals, no cheating scandals, no nothing, dog. Literally just he lies about reading books. That's it. It's his biggest job.
I'm holding that MLK book though. Or what book was he holding?
All of them, dog. He had Malcolm X. He had Harry Potter. Like he's held every fucking book.
Jesus, hilarious. The memes, bro.
Yeah. So no, the funny shit I'm watching is like this motherfucker was lying about reading the Hunger Games. It's like, dog, like you don't have to lie about that.
So, like, Katniss, man, she was out there just.
Yeah, like fucking, you don't gotta lie about that, bro.
Like, wow, dude, man.
Everything's gone.
Wait, I did want to ask though about. I tuned into one podcast and you guys were discussing like the Jewish thing, and it was with Kanye West, and I heard Kanye West said that Rosa Parks was a plant.
Oh shit!
I didn't hear that.
And I looked into it, and it was true. She didn't just like get on the bus.
Okay.
She was part of a group that was like for civil rights, and she got on the bus intentionally. And I feel like that honestly makes the story more dope.
Okay.
I don't.
You don't?
No, I think that makes the story kind of suck.
Like, she got on there with the intention of like, I'm gonna disrupt this because I know what's going on.
Right.
Damn.
I'm not mad at it. I don't think it alters it for me. It takes a little of the I'm just tired shit, because that was
like I'm just a regular lady that's had enough.
But I'm still not mad at it. I mean, it is like they did skew the story, but at the end of the day, she didn't get up. So I mean,
She
that's
didn't,
still
right?
thorough on her half.
Yeah.
Like whether you follow through with what you
Still a
believe
legend.
in or not.
Still a legend.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, and then Kyrie got traded, but the owner refused to trade him to somewhere he wanted to go. Do we care?
No.
Nah, I mean,
Respect.
yeah. Owner's weird for sure, because even if you didn't do the LA trade, like I don't see how you turned down Chris Paul to play with Kevin Durant. But
I didn't understand that either.
yeah, it was weird to me, especially when you're taking less. I don't get it, but I'm not an owner, so whatever.
And then I read today that Dallas doesn't plan on offering him an extension, so they kind of took this as a rental.
And I mean, that's the beauty of it is Russell will be gone, and we could go get Kyrie in the offseason. Fuck it. Hey man, that's what happens when you a Brown fan. You rock
Can't all
out.
be day ones, you know?
Yeah, man. When you just go pick up the nicest Mitchell and Ness Eagles jacket and
Can't
you
all
get
be
a hat
day
passed
ones.
down to you, nice little leather cap.
The jacket was passed down too, dog. They're both antiques.
There you go. There you go. Passed down memorabilia.
There we go. Random thoughts. Let's go.
Random thoughts. I watched the Grammys. Interesting to say the least. Love the hip hop segment. It's cool to see Jay-Z perform. As we just talked about LeBron, how he's still able to hold his breath through all these raps at 53, whatever he is now. See all the legends perform. Beyonce break a record with the most Grammys of all time. It was a cool show, man. I wasn't mad. I'm not big on award shows, but that one was cool. Seeing Kendrick pop out to accept his award. Yeah, I thought it was dope. Interesting crowd to say the least, but I'm gonna leave it there. Trying to get us blocked before we blow, but yeah. Shout out to the Grammys, cool show, but yeah.
This whole like hip hop generation aged bad shit is so stupid to me. I don't give a fuck.
What you mean?
Like I heard everybody complain like, "Yo, crazy drop from Locks to the Baby," and it's like, yeah, there's plenty of rappers that rap like fucking the Locks right now.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at that.
So that's like all I kept saying, like, yo, crazy. They went to the Glorilla and the Baby or Little Baby, whatever the fuck, and like all this backlash. And it's like, dog, right now is the most diverse rap has ever been. There's any kind of rap you want. There's about 50 different rappers you can go to.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at anybody that came out. It was random. I did think it was random. I mean, I love the glow up from Glorilla.
Yeah,
that's how she was working fast food a year ago, and now she had the fucking Grammys performing. That was fire. But it was crazy, like, bam, oh shit, she out here. And it's crazy just to see how fast you could blow up and how far rap has really came from a fucking party for your sister, and it turns into a multi-billion-dollar business. Only 50 years old, so that's even wilder.
Yeah, only 50 years old is crazy.
But yeah, that was my random thought.
Nice. Jake, want me to go?
Yeah, you can go. I forgot we do this. You go ahead.
All right, I was gonna say this on the pod, but we didn't get to it. But AMC announced that they're changing their pricing arrangement for the movie theaters, and now they're gonna charge a little bit more for like middle seats to like back row seats, and a little less for like front row seats. And just want to say, like, relax. You know?
Yeah, it sucks.
Like, fucking relax a little bit, dog. Like it was fine. You guys did the reserve seating. That's cool. But like, let's not get greedy here. All right, we don't need a discount on front row seats. Whoever buys the tickets first or gets there first gets the good seat. Like, let's not take the thrill out of the movies. Like, we get it. Like, shit's struggling. You want to fucking boost movie sales? Take the ticket prices down and stop charging $8 for popcorn. You gotta take a. I almost said the B word. You take a girl to the movies, dog. That's like a fucking $70 date now. That shit used to be an easy little 30 piece, and then you go to dinner, dog.
Yeah.
No, that shit. You take a John for drinks and dinner and the movies. That's easy $200 for the night, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's trash. I didn't know that. Makes me not want to go to the movie because I want the middle seat.
It's expensive as shit to go to the movies now, dog. Because tickets is usually like in Philly, them shit's like 15, 16 a piece. So that's 32 right there. You get a few snacks, some drinks. That's another 30, 35, 40 up. You already have 70. Make the movies great again, dog.
I thought that hat was leaning a little bit.
That's funny.
Have you guys ever been on a flight and woke up with an erection?
Nah, that's crazy.
It's one of my biggest fears.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And you don't wear jeans on a flight.
You know, you'd be mad comfy on the flights. Dog. You'd be mad comfy on the flights, dog. You're pitching a tent in a crowded aisle is crazy, dog.
Whenever I'm on a flight and I wear ball shorts, I'm sleeping with my hands right in front of me, you know?
That's such a weird fear to have. Dog.
Oh my gosh. Never thought about that.
No, dog. Never.
Also, did you know, and this is more of a men's right issue, did you know that once
Go ahead.
Did you know that once
Get your little dumb shit off, dog.
once semen leaves your body, it's public domain. So if you're like in public and it leaves your body, people can do whatever they want with it. Like,
what the fuck are you
I did
talking
not know
about,
that.
dog?
How did you come up with that information?
Yeah, what you been doing, freak?
well, while I was off, I got arrested.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's a weird fun fact to have, dog.
But it's crazy because you would think that's like IP, right? You would think it's intellectual property,
Yeah,
but it's
no,
not. People
no.
can use it for whatever they want.
It's
That's
I
fucked up.
don't. If is it a joke? Or are you being serious?
No, I'm serious. It's a joke, but it's actually true.
Like, so I go outside, nut in the street. Somebody can just pick it up. Is that what you're
They
saying?
can pick it up and inject themselves with it, and
That would be crazy.
That would be a wild sequence of events.
because that's the whole condom issue, right? If a girl steals a condom and then were to put it like inside of her and get pregnant, you'd be on the hook for child support.
Good to know, man. Glad
It's
you
a
came
real
back.
issue. Men's rights. We got to stick up.
Men's rights. All right, man. That's Views from a Chair. Flocka will see you same time in 4 weeks.
Sounds good.
There we go.
All right, till next time.
Next time.